Hi, today we are going to see the 72nd Stotra. Mahakramo Mahakarma Mahateja Mahoragaha Mahakradur Mahayajva Mahayajno Mahahavihi. Mahakarma. Maha means big, great. Krama means the leaps or strides or step. So Bhagavan is the power who can take enormous steps or biggest strides. That means Bhagavan is all pervading. Bhagavan can reach anywhere at any time. That's why he is there to bestow on us the happiness at any moment of time. And he can reach everywhere earlier than others. And in the Avataram of Vamana, Bhagavan took 3 steps to measure 3 worlds. So that's how he can have great steps. Next one is Mahakarma. Maha means great, big. Karma means work. Mahakarma means Bhagavan is the power who can perform great work. One of the greatest work is the creation of the world. And he can also do many other things like creation, dissolution, protection, spread of knowledge, the importance of truth. So he is all doing by himself. That's why he is called Mahapurusha. The only thing we need to do is the surrender to Bhagavan and follow the Dharma. That's why he is called Mahakarma. Next one is Mahateja. Maha means great or big. Teja means the brilliance. Mahateja means Bhagavan is the power who can give the brilliance to sun and other luminaries like moon, star and lightning, everything. Bhagavan is giving the brilliance or the glory so that they can spread the light. So all these sun, moon, stars and lightning, they do not have the light of themselves. They can only reflect the light. So the original light is given by Bhagavan. And it's also said that Bhagavan is endowed with brilliance of various excellence. So he is the giver of the light to all people or all the beings or all the creations by giving them life. That is, he is showing the path, right path of how we should lead our life. That's why he is called Mahateja. Next one is Mahoraga. Mahoraga. Maha means big or great. Raga, Uraga. Uraga means serpent. So, biggest serpent or the great serpent. So, Bhagavan is also considered himself to be the great serpent as Ananta. In Bhagavad Gita, he is explaining it to Arjuna that in Uraga, in the serpents, I am the Ananta. Ananta is the serpent with the 5-hooded serpent, who is also called Shesha. On that, Bhagavan will be lying down. So, Bhagavan is the only power who can create everything else. Like even Brahma, Shiva, Ananta, he himself is lying on himself. The Ananta or Shesha is the creation of Bhagavan Vishnu. And he is also another serpent called Vasugi. In Palai Madanam, in the churning of milk ocean, we needed Vasugi, who is considered to be the ring on the ring finger of Shiva Bhagavan. So Vasugi is the ring of the ring finger of Shiva Bhagavan. When the churning of Palayi Madanam was happened, there needed a rope to do the churning. At that time, the ring, which was Vasugi in Shiva Bhagavan's finger, ring finger, Vasuki came and told that I will be the rope. So it is also said that Bhagavan is the Vasuki and he himself is doing the churning. So Bhagavan can be the smaller than the smallest. Also Bhagavan can be the greater than the greatest. That's why Bhagavan is called Mahoraga. Next one is Mahakratur. Mahakratu means Maha means great or big. Kratu means sacrifice. Bhagavan is the greatest sacrifice. The main thing that we are holding is the ego. I, me, myself. So when we think that we are something, there the ego starts. So Bhagavan is the only power who does not have any ego. So one of the first steps to reach close to Bhagavan is we have to forget our ego. So we have to leave our ego. So Bhagavan, Jiva Bhava. Bhava means the imagination. Jiva means our Jivatma, body. So we are thinking that we have the body and that is permanent. But the only permanent thing is the soul. There, if we start thinking of that, our ego will be gone. There will be no me, the name. For example, if your name is Vishnu, there is no Vishnu existing. There is only the soul existing. The soul does not have any name. The soul does not have any shape. The soul does not have any other properties. The soul has only the power which can make mind, body, and the intellect to act properly. So when we start understanding about the power of soul, we will all forget our ego. Then we will know that we are nothing. We are just the phase, passing cloud. You are just the phase. The only permanent thing is soul. Our body will not exist long, but the soul will exist. That should go to Vaikuntha. That's why it's called Mahakratur. Next one is Mahayajva. Maha means great. Yajva means the yajna or the sacrifice that we do for the good of the world. For example, it's Ashwatthama, Ashwameta Yaga. In that yaga, we are doing one sacrifice. That is considered to be one of the biggest yajva. There, we are doing jabam. Jabam means we are doing sloka. Sloka means we are just not doing Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. That is sloka, but that is not considered to be the yajva. Yajva means full dedication of mind, body, and intellect on what we are doing, focusing, or we are fully surrendering ourselves to Bhagavan. So if you just see some words and do in sloka, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, that is not considered to be the yajva. Yajva means you have to have full focus. Your mind should have only Bhagavan inside. Then we recite Namam. At that time, we can actually visualize Bhagavan in front of us. That is Mahayajva. Next is Mahayajna. Mahayajna means considered to be the devotion to Bhagavan. And Bhagavan will bless us with all the grace that he can. That is Mahayajna. And next one is Mahahavi. Mahahavi means the whole Maha means great or big. Havi means offering. It is also called sacrificial offering. That is, the whole universe is conceived as Brahman. And whatever we are offering to Bhagavan is called sacrificial offering. That is called Havis. We do Yajnam or Puja, we will have the fire. And in that fire, we are sacrificing our own things to Bhagavan. That is called Brahman. So whichever we think, like we have the most of it, we should sacrifice that to Bhagavan, because that is not going to be permanent. So the only thing permanent is our soul. So whenever you feel something bonding with something, maybe the being or any living thing or any other particular thing, or you have any connection with some person, you should know that that is not permanent. Once the Bhagavan decides that our act to this world is done, then we have to cut all of the links and we have to just obey the Bhagavan. So that's why whenever we have a chance, we should make sure we purify the soul. So until we purify the soul, we will keep taking janmas. So that's why Bhagavan is asking us the offering. Through offering, we learn the method of sacrifice. So we are seeing the names. Mahakrama, Mahakarma, Mahateja, Mahoraga, Mahakradur, Mahayajwa, Mahayajna, Mahahavi. So we'll be reaching 678th Namam of Bhagavan. Mahakramo Mahakarma, Mahateja Mahoragaha, Mahakratur Mahayajwa, Mahayajno Mahahavihi.